Hi everyone. We are here today to introduce Nina van Heerden to you guys. She has become part of our parent reality support team just recently. Hello Nina, how are you doing?
Hi, Joanne. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here.
It's a pleasure. I really wanted to introduce you because I'm so excited that we have a new member in our support team and that you have a passion to help parents with special needs kids. I want to know, can you maybe tell us a bit more about your parenting journey since your kids came into your life?
Yes, that's actually a very interesting journey. My son has been diagnosed at the age of 4 with autism and a speech delay disorder. We are an Afrikaans household, so we immediately had to change our home language to English. We had to adjust with the whole autism thing of stemming, how to regulate these senses and sensory issues, all these new terminology that I never knew existed. So from going out of a normal school to a special school, going into the special community, I never knew that there was a community for special kids and special parents. So for me, it was mind blowing, eye opener, and it was a rude awakening for me as a mom, suddenly to have a special needs child and to understand what I need to do for him. So that was my first entrance into this whole new world of special needs.
It's a bit overwhelming, right?
It was extremely, and there were times where I was in denial, and I thought, no, it can't be. I think he was hyperactive, so I thought, let it just be ADHD. That's fine. I can cope with that. You know, you try to get all these different kinds of theories in your head to say, but it can't be. It can't be. And just to come to terms with that, that was a big step for us. Yeah.
What would you say was the hardest thing for you guys to get used to or adjusted to since his symptoms started or since you guys started, getting all the challenges?
The biggest challenge for us was family, the understanding of that, the acceptance of that. You know, when you go and visiting Christmas, Easter, going to family, the nephews and nieces, and they suddenly everybody's Afrikaans now. They also have to speak English,
Yeah.
and some says it's nonsense. You know, this is a foofy. You know, you're thinking this out of your head. This is not possible. You know, the sense of acceptance and understanding and every time in advocating, that was a big step for me. It is very um, energy draining to advocate every time for the same people. Listen, this is what we are dealing with. Please be patient, speak to him in English, all this little stuff. When he started doing his stimming, what that means, because it's weird for other people that don't understand it. You know, so every time it's advocating, advocating, advocating. And that is where I realize how important advocating actually is in our community, to the other community, the neurodiverse community, to understand what our lives is. And this is actually a normal thing and a good thing for him to do. So that was the biggest challenge for us.
Okay. And how would you say could you step into self-care, starting to look after yourself in these difficult moments? What worked best for you? What would you say worked best is still working well for you to just, help yourself cope?
Yeah, I must say it took me a long time to realize how important self care was for myself as a mom. Because the mom is actually the engine that is running the whole family. The moment you are lying down and there's no one else, then you realize, but I can't be lying here on my bed. I can't be feel sorry for myself. I must do something better. So it took me a long while to understand that I needed to take care for myself. And I began with little moments of going outside, going for a ride quickly, just me, myself, sitting in the car, listening to the radio, and then starting to have little moments, extra hours in the morning maybe, when everybody is asleep, to get that sanity, to spiritually cater for my own needs, praying, have self-thoughts, self-thinking, if just thinking about stuff and get everything straight in your head before your day started. So little stuff began to go in, and you have a little structure that you started to create for yourself to help you with that self-care.
Wow, that's very interesting. Nina, tell me, what what made you decide that you want to actually help other parents as well and become part of a support structure for parents?
Well, the first instance was I was in a shop with my little one in the trolley, and the personnel asked me to remove my child from the trolley. And I tried to explain to them that he has autism and this is a safe zone. It's too much, it's too loud, and that they forced me hard-handedly to take my child out of the trolley, and they removed me from the shop. That was my first experience. Um, I took him and we went to the car, and I sat in the car for half an hour before driving, and I was crying and thinking, this can't be it. This can't be normal. But this can't be my life. I can't do this. And there's no one that I can phone now. Who am I going to phone? And then I realized I can't be the only one. There must be more. And one morning, Sunday morning, we were sitting in church, and I was praying very hard, and I didn't tell anyone about it because I was actually ashamed. And I was actually mad at myself for being ashamed, because I thought, why am I ashamed about what happened to me? Because that was actually very traumatic. I must share, I must tell, because this is not the first time, it's not going to be the last time. And there was like an answer in my head to say, listen, you need to advocate more, you need to stand up now. And that is where I started in my own. I thought, okay, the only way I can start is in my community that I can have a control over, and that was my church. And that is where I started the Special Warriors bediening, if I can say it like that, because not all of them are English. There are Afrikaans, autistic children also. But I thought that's the first step for me to do, is to create a group for us, for my son, for his friends, one day when he grow up. And that was my first step in a direction. And then I met you, and I met your group of special women, special warriors women. And then I realized this is my calling. This is my calling for helping someone. If I can help one person, that will be so awesome for me. The more I can help, the greater the purpose will be. So that is the first step where I started to realize that I need to do something, and I can't leave it for someone else to do it for me. I need to do it for someone else. So that was where my purpose started.
Wow, that's amazing. And tell me, what do you feel when you help? What is the feeling or the experience that you have when you can help another parent?
Well, I had an instance of someone in our church, also a little boy who experienced the same issues that my son, and his mom went through the same emotional trauma that I went through the first time I heard of therapy, special therapy, and all of that. And I could guide her in a direction where I thought it could be the best for her. And in the end, she phoned me and said, "Yeah, thank you so much." And just that verbalization and thankfulness from another mom where I feel that I helped. It helped me so much, and I felt that this is a purposeful experience. And that is also where you get your energy from. And I thought, now I'm going to go full force into this. And I was so excited. And the first thing I said, just a little prayer for Jesus to say thank you that he guided me into this, because I realized how important this journey is for us, how important it is for our community to be heard. And we must do it more louder and faster and greater for our kiddos. So that was such a good experience for me.
Oh, that's wonderful. I must say I agree, because I also have those moments when if you can see a parent feels helped, that you are energized, and it almost helps you to just get through what you need to get through, because you know there's a bigger
Yeah,
purpose, right? And
oh, for sure.
yeah. So tell me, Nina, on the 8th of August, you are going to lead our first Tshwane North Parent Reality group. Can you tell us a bit more about the theme of that support group that we're going to have?
Yes, it is my first presentation that I'm going to do for our North Tshwane community group. So that presentation is going to be actually about self-care. It's for the moms and the dads. Hopefully there is a dad or two there, because I feel they are dads that have that purpose or that need to get that information for them too. And we are just going to have a little discussion on how we feel, get awareness of how we feel, and how to move forward, and not to get stuck in that place where you feel like I felt on that day, that there's no one. So hopefully my hope and my purpose for this group is to have a big giant community of people who take care of each other. And the moment you see a parent is in a slump where they are in a dark place, to go ahead and take your hand and pull that guy up and say, listen, you're not alone. So that is my dream. And the purpose for that first meeting is to start from that place of self-care.
Wonderful. So yes, so we want to invite everyone watching this video to join us. I'm also going to be there partaking in the group. And at this stage, since it's a Zoom meeting, everyone is invited. The Tshwane North group is kicking off, but it's Zoom, so we're online. And if you need support, please join the meeting. We're looking forward to meet you there. Thank you so much, Nina. It was great to talk to you. And I really look forward to our meeting on the 8th of August.
Oh, for sure. And thank you for the opportunity for this, Ioane.
It's a pleasure.